फिलिस्तीन पे चर्चा इस समय बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि लगातार इजराइल बच्चों को मार रहा है। यह ताजा वीडियो इस बात की गवाही दे रहे हैं कि एक तरफ संयुक्त राष्ट्र की स्पेशल रिपोर्ट आती है जस्टिस एस मुरलीधर की, जिसमें बताया जाता है कि कैसे चुन चुन कर इजराइल ने 20,000 से अधिक फिलिस्तीनी बच्चों को मारा है। और इसी क्रम में यह वीडियो देखिए, यह इंटरव्यू देखिए जो हमने लिया, बेबाक भाषा में लिया फिलिस्तीन के एम्बेसडर अब्दुल्ला अबू शावेज का। उसमें भी उन्होंने कहा कि इजराइल जेनोसाइड करता है, इसलिए करता है क्योंकि कोई भी उस पर आवाज नहीं उठाता है। आज की तारीख में अब्दुल्ला अबू शावेज का यह इंटरव्यू बताता है कि किस तरह से आज भी बच्चे मर रहे हैं क्योंकि इजराइल उन्हें मार रहा है और पूरी दुनिया तमाशा देख रही है। नमस्कार दोस्तों, बेबाक भाषा में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आपकी दोस्त भाषा और इस समय मैं हूँ फिलिस्तीन एम्बेसी में और हमारे साथ हमारे ख़ास मेहमान हैं अब्दुल्ला अबू शावेज जी, जो एम्बेसडर हैं फ़िलिस्तीन के। आज हम उनसे चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं कि दरअसल किस तरह से फ़िलिस्तीन जो लंबे समय से इजराइल के जनसंहार का निशाने पर है, क्या कोई राहत है वहाँ पर? जिस तरह से ईरान और अमेरिका के बीच एक शांति वार्ता हुई है, क्या उसका कोई असर पड़ेगा? सो सर, वेलकम टू बेबाक भाषा। And first of all, I want to listen from you how you are looking at the international scenario right now when we are talking. A deal is done which is targeting Israel, which is asking Israel to stop the war on the Lebanon. So do you feel that there will be have some good news for the people of the Palestine who are struggling, and for them the ceasefire doesn't exist because more than 1,000 people have been killed after the ceasefire was announced?
Namaskar, of course, and very good morning, Bhasha, for having me, and very many thanks to Be Back Bhasha, of course, the program. Indeed, when you talk about the deal, it's a memorandum of understanding that had been signed between America and Islamic Republic of Iran. Just you mentioned that targeting Israel. No, this memorandum of understanding is not targeting Israel because wording have a meaning. It's this memorandum of understanding is to be the way for the upcoming negotiation between the United States of America and the Republic Islamic of Iran. Let us remember that the one who started this war was Israel and the United States of America, whom launched the war against Iran. The threat that Iran and the Middle East at large and the Palestinians in particular have been received, it was very long, very deep in the history. And to make the issue very clear, we the Palestinians at least enduring this misery and enduring this evil since more than approximately 109 years ago, when the British United Kingdom issued the Balfour Declaration, despicable, notorious Balfour Declaration. In this declaration, whom have no or zero footprint in our land, the British, I mean, whom have zero right to our land, zero legal right to our land, pledged and gifted our land to the Khazarian Jew. So that it's rooted in the history. It was 109 years ago, the misery and the problem and the problematic issue, the misery, the evil that we are enduring as a Palestinian and as Arab in the Middle East was rooted long time ago. When we talk about the recent memorandum of understanding, as a rational people, and any rational one, except the Israeli, of course, whom is day and night propagating for the continuing of the war. Any rational one will going to ask to end the war. It's not only between the United States of America and Iran, but wars at large should be ended. There is all the time, there is way to solve the problem, but far away from the wars and far away from terror and far away from violence. But this is unfortunately is not the case in Israel. Israel is calling day and night for continuing the war. The fugitive from justice, the Israeli Prime Minister, just yesterday or the day before, for the very last 36 hours, did not stop announcing that we can take steps by our alone against Iran, and we will continue to fight and to attack Lebanon and all of these stuff. So that, again, this is the situation, this is the unfortunate situation. But as rational people, as Palestinians, whom was pay a lot for the peace, whom was accepting to build their state in only 22% of our historical land, of our historical land, I mean Palestine, the entire Palestine from the river to the sea, whom paying a lot for the peace, we still believe that peace can be achieved if and only if there is a will, and the international community should come to united for the peace between, again, United States of America and Iran, United States of America and other places worldwide, and between Israel and the Arab world, between Israel and the Palestinian. And if there is a will, there is a way, and it's the exact time to put Israel or to pressure Israel to abide by the international law, to pressure Israel to abide by the agreed resolutions.
Why I'm saying that Israel is under fire for the first time, because first time it happens like this, that Donald Trump, US president, is very angry. He is openly saying that Israel is doing like this. G.D. Vance came openly and said that you are on our best. We are giving you weapons. And right now, nobody is ready. Not a single European country is ready to come in support of the Israel. Everybody is furious. So this has changed. This was not at the time when they were having open genocide in the Gaza. So the things have changed. The country which was and which is still attacking, killing people of Palestine. Right now they are under international, and nobody is ready to stand with Israel. So you find that the things have changed internationally?
Absolutely. After October 7th and after the mass killing and the genocidal war, the live stream genocidal war, it's the very first time in history the international community, the people worldwide, to watch in a live stream genocidal that conducted at the hands of the Israeli occupation. It's the very first time ever in the history that the entire population worldwide, children, women, and others, to be slaughtered because they are Palestinian. It's the very first time in the history when all the accusation, the Israeli traditional accusation, not to be expected more. They cannot justify the killing of more than 17,000 children, the same exact matter like 73,000 Palestinian, innocent Palestinian, and they cannot justify it by all of the justification that they are used, which is false justification. So that Israel, since October 7th, Israel, since the very first day of the genocidal war, start losing its stance as a victim country. But likewise, how did they used to depict it themselves? Even before the establishment of the State of Israel, the Jewish, who conducted tens of terror attack against the Palestinian villagers, against my people, and before 1948, before the establishment of Israel, even while they are conducting these terror attacks, they used to portray themselves as the victim of our. One day, the Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir, early 1970, said that we will not tolerate the Arab because they enforce us to kill their children. Could you imagine this mentality? This mentality with the live stream genocide that everyone worldwide watch it. They lost the seat of the victim once and forever, and they will not gain it again. But not only this, they did not stop propagating for the war. They are the ones whom is the American today. Mega pace, make America great again. Every one of them believe that the one who's enforced or dragged Donald Trump and America to this war with Iran, they accomplish zero of its declared goal. The one who dragged, the one who pushed America, the one who getting America in this war is Israel and the current Israeli Prime Minister. So that America, or at least President Trump and his the Vice President
J.D.
Vance is declaring themselves. And just yesterday, J. Vance was mentioning very strong wording against the Israeli government and the Israeli cabinet itself. President Trump is very clear regarding the Memorandum of Understanding. And there is a lot of all the Israeli, without no exception, the vast majority of them in the government or in the opposite side is very angry from the American, because they used to believe that America should do what they want to do. But now it seems that the American might be woke up for the very first time in history. They did not yet woke up.
We have to look with the cautious.
There's a lot of brackets. We should put this in a lot of brackets. That might be the American for the very first time, or the American government for the very first time to woke up and to start act according to the American benefit, not the Israeli benefit. So
as regard to the Palestinian people and the struggle, I salute from Bebag Bhasha the kind of resistance and resilience they have shown, especially the journalists of Palestine, the kind of coverage they have been doing from the ground. Without that, the whole heinous crime which Israel was doing must not have reached to the wider public. I just wanted to know from you that right now we are talking in 2026 June. How you see the condition at Palestine, because Israel is openly saying that they want this much. There is a whole business design of Trump and Netanyahu, how to develop the Gaza. They want a Rivera there. All the designs are there about Gaza, Palestinian people. So how you see that crisis right now when we are talking in June 2026?
Indeed, you should let in two things. Since you are a journalist, it's the exact time to remember that Israel intentionally targeted and killed more than 260 journalists in Gaza. And when I say intentionally, I mean it. Intentionally, deliberately targeted and killed more than 260 Palestinian journalists. Just me remind you of your colleagues, Shireen Abu Akleh. She was targeted 3 years ago, deliberately sniped and slain at the hands of the Israeli occupation. And also when it came to the journalists and journalism, Israel is up to date refusing to allow any international journalists to enter to Gaza to cover and to check what happened during the last 986 days.
986 days.
986 days of continuous genocidal war at the hands of the Israeli occupation. But when it came to the developing of Gaza, you mentioned something that I cannot, according to my responsibility, of course, political responsibility and diplomatic responsibility, according to the facts. No, the American did not announce a plan to develop the population of Gaza and Gaza itself. The American and the President of America, at the very first days when he assumed his office, he announced a war crime against the Palestinians. It is not a plan according to the international law. It's a war crime when he announced that he gonna take and own Gaza by the power of America and to expel the Palestinian people there to Jordan and Egypt. This is a war crime. This is not a plan. Then let us remember that he announced that he have the design, and he already published one of these designs in his social media when he said he treated Gaza 365 square kilometer as a real estate project. This is a war crime. This is not a plan for peace. This is not the plan for the development of Gaza or for the Gazans people. So that this is the exact issue. This is what has happened. And the one who's when we talk about developing Gaza, you cannot talk about developing Gaza while you are, or the Israeli up to date is destroying and demolishing more and more building as much as they can.
Yeah. So right now their agenda of the real estate development is happening at the Gaza. What is the condition? Because he shared on the social media, that is Truth Social, he had posted his AI video also about his dream, the most horrendous dream president can have about a place where people have been killed. So right now, what is the condition in Gaza? If I want to tell from
when we talk about Gaza and the condition of Gaza, there are only one main player. But back to the Trump plan of his real estate dream, it seems that he is already put it in the shelf. I'm not pretty sure he back to talk about it because the Palestinian will not leave. Egypt and Jordan refused his plan. The international community refused his war crime, not a plan. I'm sorry to say that a plan. Withdraw my word plan. It's a war crime. But when it came to the main player in Gaza right now, and used to since 1948, and mainly since 1967 up to date, it's Israel and the Israeli occupation. The Israeli occupation and the Israeli have one main goal, declared goal, which is to expel the Palestinian people from Gaza and West Bank. They call it finish the job. And when we talk about finish the job, this is the exact password that the Israeli know it. When it came to expelling and transfer of the Palestinian people. The transfer of the Palestinian people is not a new project. It was there, 1948, Israel, establishment of Israel was come at the expense of the mass destruction of more than 531 village and town in Palestine. It come at the expense of expelling and ethnically cleansing the vast majority of the Palestinian people. My late father was born in our original village, Berga. I personally born in a refugee camp in Gaza. Likewise, 70% of the Gazans whom a refugee and descendant of a refugee. So that the main player in West Bank and Gaza, the Israeli occupation, have one goal, one declared goal. It's declared goal, it's not hidden goal, which is finish the job, which means that, or ethnically cleanse the Palestinian people and expelling them from their ancient and historical homeland.
So right now there is a starvation, because I just want to know for the viewers of Bebag Bhasha that there is a ceasefire also which was announced. But after the ceasefire, almost on the daily basis, we are hearing that people are killed, there are attacks, the land grab by Israel has increased. They have declared that they want 70% of the Palestine, this much land, including the Lebanon side. So right now, what's the condition and why it should...
Yes, it's not only the starvation, the medical sector is utterly at the brink of collapse. Tens of thousands of Palestinians already lost their life directly due to the Israeli attacks, but another thousands of Palestinians who was lost their life due to the starvation, of course, malnutrition, and also due to the lack of necessary and needed medicine. When it came to the ceasefire, unfortunately, this is another ambiguous wording. There is no ceasefire. Israel did not, while Israel agree on the Trump plan of ending the conflict, comprehensive plan of ending the conflict in Gaza, but they did not agree, or they did not abide by all of its conditions, especially the ceasefire, since the agreement was signed last October. Up to date, more than 1,000 Palestinians have been slaughtered and killed at the hands of the Israeli occupation.
More than 1,000?
More than 1,000.
Okay.
This is in a direct hit. But due to the lack of medicine, another thousands. Due to the insufficient humanitarian aids, another more and more, of course, of the Palestinian people had been died due to the lack of necessary medicine, due to the lack of the evacuation, delay of the evacuation of the people whom had endured a lot of injuries during the war. Many other of those, many hundred of them had been lost their life. So that there is a direct and indirect, but all of it is related to the Israeli occupation.
So the international aid and help is not reaching to the people of Gaza?
It's reaching, but not in the sufficient amount that Israel accept and agree and sign on it in the Trump plan to end the conflict in Gaza.
Okay. So what's your demand right now from the international community? Because now the focus in between from February to now, the whole focus was on the Iran thing and the attacks which are happening in the Lebanon. So very less has been talked about what's happening in Gaza.
No, unfortunately, since the eruption of since the U.S. and Israel launched the war against the Islamic Republic, the Republic Islamic of Iran, the Palestinian issue had been in the second or put in the shelf, so to speak, so that we are suffering even due to the lack of focus on the Israeli and the Palestinian issue since more than 3 months up to date. But when it came to what we call for the international community, it's very easy. The international community, if there is a will among the international community to put the Israeli or to end the Israeli occupation, we have a very good experience 5 decades ago. There was an apartheid regime, the same exact regime that is applied right now. It's not only occupation and apartheid regime in Palestine. This apartheid regime in South Africa had come to its end when the international community came united together to end it. It was ended. And also a very important issue, the international community should stop the hypocrisy and double standard. You cannot talk about ending the Israeli occupation and all the violation for the international law, humanitarian law, and other that Israel is conducting, and they have facing zero sanctions, while Russia, during just the last year, had faced 30,000 different type of sanctions. So that it's the exact time to stop, especially from the Western country, to stop the hypocrisy and the double standard. You cannot talk about the Russian and leave the Israeli in the other side. And not only this, just at least they should stop supplying Israel with the weapons that killed the Palestinian. Just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, the Al Jazeera had published a very important and very significant report about whom was supplying Israel, of course, with the military weapons during the genocidal war. 51 countries was there. 51 countries is still supporting Israel with that. I did not want to mention which this country, but I'm pretty sure that your audience is clever enough to search about this report, unfortunately. So that it's the exact time for the international community to stop the double standard, to stop the hypocrisy, and to come united to uphold and to abide and to enforce Israel to abide and to accept the international.
One last thing, a short answer also you can give. Do you believe right now that the genocide which Israel is doing, or the kind of support, because they have an international lobby, very strong international lobby, which is right now scattered. It is not fully in support of, openly in support of Israel. Israel is said to be the most hated nation in the world. Across world, there have been people supporting the Free Palestine movement. Just now, Stanford University, we have seen where the graduate ceremony, the Google CEO Sundar Pichai has to face the anger of the youngsters. So do you believe right now that Israel can be cornered or made answerable? Because it is a different kind of a regime. The opposition is more harder. Ben-Gvir says he's praising that how he's going to put all the prisoners, Palestine prisoners, to the ready to hang them out. They have a new...
They already adopted that.
Already adopted that.
When it came to that, we should differentiate between two levels. in the practical level, which Israel had the power over the Palestinian people, the military power, and we are suffering. I'm not revealing a secret. When I used to say and will continue to say, we, the Palestinian in West Bank, in particular, facing in a daily basis tens of terror, Jewish terror attack against our community, against the isolated community, Herald community, and the terror attack. This is not my word. This is two of the Israeli former prime minister said it.
Yes.
It's a terror attack.
Terror attack.
So when it came to the practical level, no, Israel expanding that settlement, Israel is using it as military power and aggression against the Palestinians, not only in West Bank and Gaza, but also in West Bank. So this is in the practical level. There is a lot of facts, devastating facts on the ground has happened. We are enduring and suffering from a financial strangulation since more than 2 years, since and the Israelis withholding our tax revenue, so that all of this in the practical level in the ground. But when it came to the international arena, Israel is the big loser. And the Israeli is the big loser. The international community, the people, the new generation start waking up about to watch the reality. It's not our propaganda, it's the reality that they watch it in their mobile phones. They cannot claim that they are suffering as Israeli. They cannot claim that they are suffering while they are posting in their social media, sniping of the Palestinian children for their fun. They cannot, under any circumstance, justifying the killing of the Palestinian children and women. They cannot justify posting in their social media the attacking of the Christian proprietary.
Yes.
So they are the big losers.
They are the big losers.
Absolutely, 100%. It's one thing that no one should doubt about it. The big loser is the Israeli. The Israeli occupation, of course, I mean.
So still the dream is alive that one day the Palestine will be free. You find the ground for that?
We are the indigenous people. We are the one who have the full right to this land. Likewise, you. If I ask any Indian 120 years ago, do you believe that you will become free? Without that, yes, because they have a dream, and we have a dream as a Palestinian, as indigenous people, as the people who strongly, fully rely on the logic, on the power of logic, while the other side is relying on the logic of power.
Yeah.
We are on the right side of the history. We will gain our freedom one day, whether we believe of that, and we will continue to believe, and this is the only thing that no one can doubt about it.
Yeah. Thanks. I fully support this dream. This dream should come alive.
Every single human being should support the dream of freedom for everyone. Yes. The dream of dignity, the dream of human rights.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Sure.
And hopefully one day will come, we will visit and see what's happening and how the things are. Yeah, on the ground.
Thank you so much. Thanks.